G'day and welcome to the show. This is one of my favorite things to do. If you watch my channel, you know this is the unboxing of a new set of miniatures from a new company that I haven't dealt with before. This is from Lancer Miniatures in the UK, and they're Scropha 3D printed ancient Indian cavalry. They'll be. I've been looking for some ancient Indian cavalry around the internet. A number of metal ones are made, but I like the look of these ones a little bit better than all the rest. It looked great, so I paid full price for these and got them over from the UK to check them out. There's a set of 8. Let's see how they look. So there we go. Interesting. They come in 2 halves. Rider half bottom of the body already attached to the horse, and then here we go, some top halves here. Let's go through them. 8 dudes, 1 to 56 scale, 28mm. Look like they'll go on well. They've got a flat hand, back of hand, so you can easily attach these nice shields. Could have them either way around. I'll probably have them that way around to paint some nice logos and stuff on them. Now I wonder if you can do every different rider with every different top half with bottom half. Looks like you can, which is great, because then that gives you a huge amount of variability. If you want a big cavalry force, you can get a number of these sets and just put different tops on different bottoms. Yeah, that's cool. They can all seem to go together with each one. 3D printed. The quality looks really good. There's a tiny bit of 3D junk underneath the chin there that I'll have to clean off, but otherwise I'm not seeing much else. So a tiny bit on the knee there, gone already. Yeah, they look really good quality. Sometimes you see those linear sort of printing lines on them. I can't see anything obvious there. So the next question, as always, will be the scale compared to other ones. So just bear with me and I'll grab a few other guys. So I've only got 2 Indian cavalry thus far. This guy is a Victrix horse with an Aventine rider. So let's see how the horses compare. Victrix often a little bit bigger than other horses. They are, yeah, the Victrix horse is a bit bigger and it's more stretched out in its galloping style. That one, let's try this one, is a bit more stretched out. They're definitely a bit smaller, about 5% smaller than Victrix, I'd say. But let's compare with the Blitzkrieg Indian horse, which is a bit more, probably pretty standard 28mm size for horses. These guys are a tiny bit smaller than that as well, so they're definitely on the smaller side for 28mm miniatures. Let me just see how he looks with a top half on as well. Let's try him like that. So yeah, they're compatible, but they're definitely a little bit on the small side. Okay, I'm going to put some together and I'll show you how they look initially, and then I will show you as I paint through them. See you in a minute. Here we go, done. Done 5 out of the 8. The guy at the front there is one straight up from this set. The one at the back I've modified a bit. Top half of him is, well, I keep mesh from various other bits, the shields from this set. I just wanted one guy who had a little bit of armor just to set him apart from the others. Let's bring up some more. This one's probably my favorite, the banner bearer. Just an awesome face and a nice pose. And can we squeeze the other ones in? I might just give them a few circuits and I'll bring up the other couple as well. So they're a little bit small. I mean, they're very nice and beautifully made, and they're all different. And I think the configuration with the bottom half, with the horse in the bottom half of the rider, and then the top half separate, is absolutely ideal for cavalry, because it means you can paint all the nooks and crannies very easily, and it gives you that increased versatility of setting them up in different ways. So you could get lots of these and make all of them individual and different. I think it's probably the perfect way to do cavalry, because it also means that the legs are quite nicely kind of streamlined to the body, whereas ones where the rider is separate. They always look a little bit like their legs are hanging out too far and just a bit unrealistic. So yeah, I think this is the perfect design. But as I say, they are a little bit on the small side. So there's the Blitzkrieg Indian guy. You can see he's a fair bit stockier and his horse is a bit bigger. And the only other detraction is the feet are very rudimentary. There's hardly any real toes there. So everything else is quite nicely sculpted. You get the impression the sculptor just got to the toes and thought, oh, I can't be bothered and I'm over it, and hardly did any work on them. So that's a pity, because every other part, the fingers and the hands and the faces and everything are great, and the horses are all excellent. But that's a very minor feature. So I do like them a lot, I think. The other resin ones are the 3D printed ones by Blitzkrieg, and I would quite like to get some more of them to compare. I'm sure they'll be a little bit bigger, which would be a better scale. But just looking at the designs online and stuff, I did think these were the nicest ones. So let's put them all up, give them a few more circuits, and then I'll do a few still photos and see what you think of them. If you've got any other Scropha miniatures, let me know what you think. I know they make some nice Thracians, and there's some very impressive looking camel cataphracts, Parthian ones, and a whole lot of other Parthian figures actually. So I'm pretty interested in getting the Parthian camels. They look really cool. And I'll certainly bring a video out if I do get hold of them soon. But otherwise, yeah, I'm very happy with these. They've come up well, and they are some of the best Indian cavalry you can get, I reckon. Other ones who make them, New Line Designs, do. They're metal, as do First Corps. They're both a bit on the small side, and I don't quite like the designs, or the look of the designs anyway, as much as I do these ones. There you go. So yeah, I'll put up a few still photos, and we will catch you on the next video. See you then.